There's something that I find very interesting when it comes to ICP as of right now. And even though nothing I say is financial advice, Dfinity not too long ago, they made a post on X and it showcased this graph. And I'm going to show this graph because allegedly, right, in just under 5 months, at least based off this, post, right, which is of course, right now we're in July. But again, in just under 5 months, the total ICP burned was over 2 million, slightly over that, right? Isn't that kind of interesting? I mean, sometimes people don't really think about this, but I think, again, when it comes to the internet computer, this is what I like about it, right? At least they're continuing to update. At least they're continuing to kind of showcase that, you know what? They're still there for the community in a sense where other projects out there, I feel like kind of gave up for whatever reason. Well, I think I get the reason because maybe the prices hasn't been doing the best, but then at the same time, other projects out there, they just don't care. To me, it feels like at least. But this one doesn't feel that way. And again, if we take a look at this chart, I mean, take a look at in the years, for instance, like 2021, 2022, 2023, also 2024 to a certain extent, it wasn't like there was that much ICP burn, right? But then recently again, in just under 5 months, or should I say in the previous 5 months, has been going up hypothetically quite a lot. So this is something that, I find very interesting. Again, the price of ICP, totally different case. It seems like when the amount of ICP was, increasing, the amount of being burned, the price of ICP was kind of going down to a certain extent, at least, kind of what we saw not too long ago. But I'm just saying, I still believe in ICP because if let's say that Bitcoin dominance drops, if let's say we do hypothetically see a fully fledged type of altcoin season, I would not be surprised if ICP did make a hypothetical recovery because ICP not too long ago did pretty good. Of course, there's a big pullback, but that could be said for many altcoins despite the slight recovery that we're seeing as of right now. But I'm just saying, if let's say the market conditions were better than back then, ICP at the price of $100, that really wouldn't surprise me whatsoever. But that's just kind of, on my mind, even though nothing I say is financial advice. Now, I think also if let's say, we're starting to see a little bit of a altcoin recovery to a certain extent, and let's say it does get a little bit better, and let's say, caffeine AI. We'll have to see July 15th what's going to happen to caffeine AI. But then at the same time, allegedly caffeine AI, the world's first self-writing apps platform, if let's say, kind of the debut of it was pretty good, I think that could also create some positive sentiment for something like the internet computer. And even if let's say the price doesn't do good, I still think it's kind of laying down the groundwork and the foundation in terms of what people actually have to kind of, even talk about when it comes to the internet computer. Because imagine if the internet computer wasn't really doing anything. Sure, I can talk about, how initially it was focused on decentralizing the internet. But then that's a little bit boring, right? The internet computer, I feel like, continues to kind of head in the right direction fundamentally. The price is a different case as of right now, but I'm just saying in terms of the fundamentals, because it allegedly can connect Web 2 and Web 3 without oracles, which I think is actually very impressive. I mean, many projects out there like Chainlink, like Pith, they're pretty much, kind of focused on oracles. And I'm just going to explain this real quick because oracles, in those cases, right, they're basically data feeds that bring data from off the chain and they bring that data over into the blockchain. Now, the reason why this is even necessary in the first place is because many decentralized applications out there without off-chain data or data from off the chain, so to speak, right? Without that, a lot of them can't function properly. So, of course, oracles are very crucial. But then again, the internet computer can allegedly bypass that and removing that extra step, so to speak. I mean, who knows what the adoption will be like when it comes to the internet computer, but then that is still, I think, very impressive. And let's say ICP were to go to the price of $100, considering current circulating supply market caps around 53.5 billion, still around 30 billion less than Dogecoin's all-time high market cap, around 50 billion less than BNB's all-time high market cap. And they reached that back in 2021, by the way. $100 is around an 18x from here. I get it. Some people may kind of refer to, oh, take a look at this altcoin. That's a microcap and all this. I'm totally aware of that. Some microcaps are absolutely gonna maybe outperform this in my opinion, but then who knows when it comes to that because they are microcaps. Who knows what they're gonna do in a lot of cases in my opinion. So when I take a look at around an 18x, I just like to compare it to what a lot of people are excited for as of right now, which allegedly is like Bitcoin and Ethereum, the two biggest projects that we have currently, right? Ethereum at the price of 10 grand, slightly over a 3x from here, from where it is as of right now. Bitcoin at 300 grand, slightly less than a 3x from here. I mean, even if ICP went to the price of $50, that's well beyond like a 3x in theory. So this is just kind of my perspective. I don't want to believe in Bitcoin right now because it just recently hit a new all-time high. Why would I do that? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Years ago, that's a different case. But I'm saying right now, nah, I don't want to do that. But here's the thing. If let's say that Bitcoin dominance drops and we see a fully fledged type of hypothetical altcoin season, whenever that does decide to happen, but some people are saying near the end of this year, whatever the case may be, near the end of this year, in the beginning of next year, again, whatever the case is, I just want to be prepared in theory, and that is just by me holding and just waiting. That's it. Feel free to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. I would greatly appreciate it. It's Willie the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.